Nick White, thank you so much for joining me for this conversation about EEI's 20th anniversary. How are you doing
20
today?
years. I'm good. 20 years. That's crazy.
I know. So 2001 to 2021 marks 20 years for EEI, and we are talking to all of the people who were absolutely instrumental in setting the foundation, helping to build EEI to what it is today. So I love that you are joining us for this conversation. And I just want to kick it off with just asking you, so how did you first learn about EEI? How did you hear about EEI?
Oh, man. I first learned about EEI through Pam Cross. She was she worked at South Trust Bank.
Okay.
Back when there was a South Trust Bank, and I interned there. My junior and senior year of college.
Okay.
I interned with her, and I remember, it's like my senior year. I'm doing the intern. Everyone was like, "Are you excited about graduating?" I was like, "No, not really. I don't have a job." I was like, they're gonna kick me off my parents' insurance. Like, man, I need something to do. So, during that summer, I was working like at a summer camp counselor, and she called me and she was like, "I just had a meeting with this guy named Sam Jackson." I was like, Sam Jackson? Like, the actor?
The actor?
And she's like, no, this guy usually has this program called EEI, Economic Empowerment Initiative. I think he'd be a great guy for you to meet. I was like, okay, cool.
So what EEI session did you most or least enjoy teaching, and why?
Most and least. I think the one I liked most was savings and investing.
Okay.
Because, that was my background in college, finance. So, I'm always like, man, look at that money grow, like, type thing.
Yes. What are some of the personal memories that you have working with EEI?
I do remember those round tables, getting those guest lists together. Oh, I do remember that, seating arrangements. Mm-hmm. It was fun. I remember that a lot. I do remember the mass savings program, seeing the students being able to, complete, all of the requirements, the community service hours, the savings goals.
What doors did EEI open for you, if any? Like, you were a finance major, you're in the culinary field, but of course you still have to manage the back end. You have an operations background. Like, tell me kind of how all of that came together, and if EEI helped you at all, on your successful chef journey.
I mean, EEI has, like I said, it's my first job out of college.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess, first career job out of college.
Yes.
And just everything that I learned, like how to, from organization to, being able to, from spreadsheets, just every little tedious thing that I've done as office manager and program manager for EEI has translated into every other thing that I've done, since EEI.
One of the things that I noticed, with Sam and with EEI is that financial literacy was a foundation, that he helped to lay for us, but then he also cultivated our individual interest, right? Mm-hmm. So he saw you doing the chef thing, because I feel like I recall you being able to do like small catering jobs, mm-hmm. where if we had, a session at the offices on Saturday, like you would, bring in, but Sam really cultivated our individual interests, mm-hmm. as well. And, mm-hmm. Wanted to give a runway for how it could tie to EEI, right? So mm-hmm. it's like you're working with EEI, but if you love the food thing, well then help cater, or let me help you get into conversations with Fleming Steakhouse or with Emerald, mm-hmm. or, with Outback. And so, that was one of the things that I really appreciated about, Sam, and the way that he, ran.
Oh yeah, Sam was very encouraging when it came to something that you want to do or your dreams. So,
mm-hmm. Do you have anything that you want to say to Sam? Right, like
a
message. Yeah, like any thoughts off the top of your head around your experience over these last 20 years and what he's done, for you, for the country, for our generation. Let me know your thoughts.
And I just tell Sam, thank you. You know, giving a kid like me a chance. Like I'm first generation college student. College was not a big thing in my family. So me going to college, me graduating, then Sam giving me an opportunity to work with EEI is huge, and I appreciate it, Sam. I probably wouldn't be where I am today without Sam giving me that chance in August 2005. So I appreciate it, Sam.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
I know, right? Hey,
thank you.
No worries. I appreciate you, Jasmine.